Welcome to Patscast, the unofficial Regina Pats podcast. This is episode 140. This is just a media availability wrap-up show. We put together all the interviews all in one spot for you, so you can listen to it anywhere you want. Yeah, the video is available on the Pats website and their YouTube page, but we thought we'd put it together in podcast form for you. We've got Connor Bedard, John Paddock, Luke Bateman, Riley Janelle, and Tanner Brown. So your captain, coach, and the 320s. And then we'll be having our playoff wrap-up show here very quickly. And then we're putting together a season wrap-up show with a couple guests, do a roundtable again like we did last year. So we're just getting that together, and hopefully we'll have that for you guys soon. So thanks again for listening. Have a good night.
They feel different than your other garbage bag days with it being your draft year. This might be the last time you're a Regina Pat?
I don't know. I mean, it's sad no matter what. There's always, 20s moving on and whatnot. You're never on the exact same team. So, for me, I've obviously, I'm not sure of the future or anything. So, kind of just saying my thank yous to everyone, whether I'll be back next year or not. But, I think it's always tough to leave the group of guys you're with all year.
Is there a moment or something from your time in Regina in the past few years that just really sticks out in your mind?
I don't know. I mean, probably this playoffs was pretty crazy, just playing in front of our crowd and feeling that energy and stuff. But I think just overall, just the community was so supportive of us and myself, obviously. And I've had so much fun these last 3 years here, and whether there's more or not. But I think just a big thank you to kind of the whole community and people making our whole team just feel comfortable.
How tough was that Game 7 loss? First time talking to you, we saw some photos of you, obviously not the way you guys wanted this season to end.
Yeah, it hurts a lot, and I think for us, we just going into the game, I thought no way we're gonna lose, and to hear that final buzzer, I think was it was tough just seeing all the guys, and I've seen everyone lose, and it hurts a lot. So something that you gotta deal with all summer, but I think. Now looking back, you try to learn something from it, but it's still so fresh, and it's obviously really disappointing.
What was it in that Game 7 that you guys just couldn't generate enough offense there?
Yeah, I thought we had a pretty good amount of chances. Their goalie played well, obviously, a few posts and stuff, and it was such a good series. It could have went either way, and congrats to them. They're a really good team, and but I don't know. I think just their goalie played well. We just wasn't our night.
What can you take away from like a big long game 7-game series like that?
Yeah, just learning how to play in that hockey. My first series, obviously, and it was probably the most fun hockey I've ever played. Just every game seemed like so close. Obviously, 3 overtime games, and it was such a fun series, and I'm sure to watch as well. So just learning how to play kind of in those types of games.
What would it mean this season for you to wear the C all year?
Yeah, it was an honor. I think obviously pretty storied franchise, and for me to kind of be on that long list of captains was a dream of mine, I think, coming in, and for me to get to wear it was pretty exciting, and I didn't take it for granted.
How has your opinion in Regina changed, I guess, since from the moment when you got drafted? How has it changed over these last couple of years?
I don't know if I had an opinion before. I'd never been here or anything, so just the people are so nice, and for me, I love it here, and I'm super grateful that I've got to play here and everything, and if whether I'm here back or not, if I continue to play here, I'm sure that the people will be just as supportive and everything.
Now that the season's over, do you take time to look at the stat line that you accumulated throughout the season? Do you look at it now? Do you kind of reflect on it at all?
No, not really. There's now obviously the focus turns to training, getting better and everything. So for me, there's definitely lots of areas to improve, and that's kind of my focus. And I'll watch my games back and stuff just for learning purposes. But I don't really look at my own stat line or anything too much.
What's kind of your plan for the next few weeks?
Go home and obviously see friends and family and stuff, and kind of get back to work in the gym and whatnot.
How do you think you've grown, not just on the ice, but off the ice during your time here?
I think, in a lot of ways, I mean, just, maturity. I've gone from, being 14, 15 to a few years older. I'm still pretty young, but, just there's been a lot of things, for myself with even media and stuff, just, learning that and all that. So I think just, maturity-wise, I've grown a lot, and, on the ice, I think, my game's, got better just with coaching and stuff and all of them, just, being able to learn and gain some experiences from the league and stuff. So it's been great so far, and, learned a lot.
How do you look back on your junior career, just that it's one of the more unique ones? You start off in a bubble, you play 3 World Juniors in a span of 9 months or something like that. How do you look at this kind of unique experience?
Yeah, I mean, it's just been so much fun so far, and I think the people I've got to play with and learn from and everything has been so great, and just for me, like I said, it's just been a lot of fun to be able to play here and in this franchise with this city. So like I said, I don't know if I'm what's going to happen in the future, but so far it's been awesome.
Can you imagine this run when you got drafted, all of you experienced these last 3 years?
What do you mean?
Like just going to World Juniors, putting up crazy points and overtime winners, stuff like that. Can you imagine that back when you were 14, 15 when you got first drafted?
Not too sure. I didn't kind of think about that far ahead too much. My main thing coming in was I wanted the guys to like me. I wanted to be a kid that people respect and everything, and then obviously try to make an impact on the ice, and that was always just my goal. And for me, I didn't really know what to expect coming into the league, just having never played at that level, so never really looked at it in that way.
There was obviously a lot of attention on you this season, not just here in Regina, but hockey world in general. How did that impact your game? Was it too much pressure at times, or did it motivate you to play better?
I changed nothing, to be honest. That's a lot of outside noise, whatever. And for me, I was focused on what I can do in the room to help make us better, and obviously try to put my best. And whether there's people talking about me or not, I think that's not going to change.
You mentioned Nyhoff is helping you become a leader. What can you do or what have you done this season to help out the younger guys take that step for next year?
Yeah, I think just being someone that they can talk to. Obviously, it's new when you first come into the league, and you don't know what to expect. And for me, I think Logan was kind of that guy that I was able to have, and just learn from him, and obviously try to be a mentor now for our younger guys. And I think just being someone that you're comfortable asking questions to, and someone that leads by example.
What are your goals for the offseason leading up to the draft?
Yeah, I think I'll kind of look at that, and but for me, it's just obviously get back in the gym and trying to get faster and stronger and whatnot. Nothing crazy. Obviously, I have my specific goals and whatnot, but right now I'm kind of still thinking about the loss, obviously, but I'll get back soon and try to improve my game.
Are there nerves or anything for you as you kind of just wait to see who gets the #1 overall pick?
No, I've said 100 times, no one knows who's going #1, so it's a long time till that, and I think for lottery day I'll watch it as a fan, and see if I am fortunate enough to go 1. That's awesome, but so many great players in the draft, and I'm sure the team that gets that spot or those top picks will be looking at a bunch of guys, and having a tough decision just with the talent in the draft.
Have you talked to Stan and Alex kind of what to expect the draft, the combine, the draft, and going to a pro camp?
Yeah, I think I've talked to lots of guys like that, and obviously they're two of them. Stan didn't have the combine just with COVID and everything, I believe, and Sue's had it, so he told me a little bit about that, and Stan a lot with kind of the camps and stuff. He's been to a few now, so I definitely got some lessons almost from them, and they're good guys to have to ask those questions too.
Every junior team in the country would have loved to have you. Why did you decide to stay here, and do you have any regrets for staying here?
No, I don't have any regrets staying here. I just love being here and love playing here, and I didn't want to leave, so and I liked our team and everything, and we came super close to getting to that next round, but no, I had no regrets staying here, obviously.
If you are fortunate enough to go #1, what would that mean to you?
It would be awesome. I think whether you get drafted first or whatever round or anything, it's a dream come true, and if I get that honor, it'd be unreal, and I'd be super grateful to kind of people that have helped me with that, but it's a long time away, and for me it's just kind of focusing on what I can do now to improve myself as a player and everything. So that would be unbelievable, but we'll see what happens, obviously.
What was it like for you to see little kids wearing your jersey and going around and doing those events in the city here?
Yeah, it's been pretty cool. I think my first time ever when I got drafted, seeing someone wearing a shirt or jersey or whatever, I was pretty excited, and that's something that as a kid you wear players' jerseys and everything, and for me the first time seeing that was pretty awesome, and like I said, I just got so much support from the whole city and everything, and to see if kids are looking up to me and everything, that's pretty special. So it's always exciting when you see that, and it really makes you think about kind of when you were a kid and you were in those same situations.
How are you going to look back at the atmosphere in the last 2 months after we came back from World Juniors, when every game it seemed like it was a sellout, whether it was here or on the road?
Yeah, it was so much fun. Our whole group really took that and didn't take that for granted, just having it sold out every night, and the people supporting us and everything, and obviously here it was so great. So I loved it, and you play with that energy and everything, it really helps you, and we were so grateful for that, and I just had so much fun with our team and obviously the fans and everything. So a big thanks to kind of people who were making that happen.
What does it mean for you to be a Regina Pat?
Yeah, it means a lot. Like I said, it's such a storied franchise, and I take so much pride in being able to come here every day, and I'm just so grateful for kind of everything they've given me so far, and obviously making a dream come true for me to be able to play in this league, and there's so much pride that comes along with wearing that jersey, and it's been so much fun these last 3 years.
John, what's this day like for you as a coach? Some graduating players going on, who's leaving and this might be the last time they're Regina Pat.
Yeah, well, my first thought comes to mind is it's a long day for us all. We did 5 guys yesterday because Howie was leaving early and Stan was leaving today, and 3 overagers, but it's really a long, draining day for various reasons. We've lost. Some guys aren't coming back like the 20s. It's hard on everybody. So I guess that's where my mind or thought process goes. It's one of the longer days of the year.
What do you tell someone like Connor who's preparing for a draft day, the experience that?
We just we asked him about the overall experience, what he thought it was going to be. He mentioned he thought it was better than he thought it was going to be when he was 14. When he talked about the first time we met, him and I, and talked about draft day a little bit, and stuff like that.
How have you seen him grow on the ice and off the ice since when you first got here as a 14, 15-year-old?
I think it's hard to describe him. He was the best player when he first came in the hub. I've told this story before to lots of different people and asked maybe a similar question. I wasn't in the hub. I went down and talked to Dave. The COVID road, we were supposed to do that through the glass, but he said, "What do you think?" And I said, "Well, a 15-year-old looked like a 20-year-old, and a 20-year-old looked like a 50-year-old." And that was Carson, who was a good goal scorer. And 5 days later, just before it started, I told Al Miller, like, he's going to be able to play in the under 18. I mean, you get to see it. So it's never changed. He's just gotten better. And then he's always mature with how he's brought up, etc. Always a hard worker. But we really saw, especially the last half of the year, just a step in like speaking up and speaking out, and really challenging us at different times. Like you can't be asleep as a coach like Brad does most of the practices. And I'm listening to Brad, and I don't even know what the drill's going to be exactly. And Connor asked him a question because he knows it wasn't explained right. Like it's a unique, special experience that we can talk all day on it, but
You kind of mentioned it, but how did he handle wearing the C this year?
Well, but he grew into it. I mean, he wanted it, and he wanted to be the guy in all situations, and he became that. He always was going to be the guy on the ice per se, but he became that in his maturity and his ability to talk and ability to speak to people probably in the dressing room and you and I's conversations. He's a challenging guy, so you have to be ready for him.
Going back to Monday night, what do you think was the big difference in Monday's game against the Blades?
They're just their overall depth. I think took it, just allowed them to keep playing the same way. More about injuries. They probably had injuries that their guys kept playing. Like, we missed a Boria Vallis in the whole series, and different guys were in and out a little bit. So, we always knew they were a good team. We always felt we could beat them. 7 games is what decides it.
How do you think Connor handled the spotlight after coming back from juniors here?
I don't know. The scout called me the other day after Game 6 and said he's never seen determination like that. And I said, well, his determination's 11 out of 10. So, as far as I'm concerned, he handled the spotlight and a lot of extra stuff that should never happen to anybody. It's not necessarily spotlight. He handled it perfectly.
With the best player in the country, did you have higher expectations for this team this year?
Not necessarily, but we definitely wanted to make the playoffs and felt we had to. It really hurt the Whiteheads and the Spencers and the Vallis is not playing in the playoffs last year, and it'll help them this year. So we had I figured we'd make the playoffs with him, and we'd done some things that, or did one thing that I felt would help us now and the future of the team, and making the trade for Sam Rempa. And it took Sam a while to get going, but he did. So, that ends up solid. So there was only so much we could do with right now, this time frame from the trade deadline on, and we'd done our moves, and we were pretty confident we were healthy and we make the playoffs. So, and I think that I expected or thought we were going to win a round, so we did, but you couldn't come much closer.
Are you coming back next year?
I'm not going to get into that too much, but I'm going to be going to Salmon Arm next week and Red Deer the next week, so I got lots of work to do.
Why are you going there?
Tournaments, management part of the job. There's not much downtime.
Do you think right now Connor would fit into an NHL lineup?
Oh yeah. He's not coming back. He would. The different things that you hear, I'll just sort of scuttlebutt if this organization gets him, what he's going to be doing. This is the non-hockey part that he's been besieged with here. Like, he'll be throwing the first pitch out there, and he'll be throwing the first pitch out there, and he'll be kicking a soccer ball for some soccer team there. Everybody plans and knows, believes where he's going to be.
Is that what makes him such a special player in your mind? Well, I guess what makes him such a special player?
His completely all bought in, dialed in all the time. His ability that, certainly, I guess to quite an extent, is God-given, and maybe you can say that about his work ethic, or maybe you can just say because his dad would leave North Van to go up and work at Pemberton at 3 in the morning and come back to get him a twice. I don't know, work ethic doesn't just happen, but you have to have that drive. So, he's just a unique person and athlete.
Coaching for a long time, would you say he sort of stands out as the best player you've ever coached, or where does he rank among the Rapids?
Well, he's the best junior player I've ever coached, and people that have been working in the league for 43 or 44 years say there's never been anything like him. So But I don't have much doubt, personal belief, that he's going to do it in the NHL, but I can't put him ahead of Solani or Chara or Alfredson when he's only 17. But the places that they are, I won't be alive when he goes into those places, but he'll do that, I think.
And what are your thoughts on the idea of hanging his jersey or his number in the rafters?
Yeah, that's not my department. So we got too many numbers retired now. I will say that I believe that nobody will wear 98, but retired, like, I don't know. We need to get some of those. In my opinion, we need to get some of those numbers back in circulation and still honor them. Like, I mean, Clark Gillies, a good friend, God bless him. But I would think he would have been happy for somebody to wear 9 and wanted to wear 9 or a significant player. Or I know John Callender, these guys. Like, I don't know. That's a different subject, so we're not talking about that today. I don't really care, but I just think that there's only certain guys.
And how has time flown for you? Has it sort of felt like the blink of an eye happening here and being able to watch him while he has been here?
Yeah, we were talking about that yesterday, just that, with him this morning, just that, it's gone by fast. Like I said, was this the first time I met you? Yeah, I thought so. And, all of a sudden we're waiting for the lottery for the draft, and then remember that day clearly we maintained the lottery position, that he's here, and then he's drafted by us, and then COVID puts it was a big thing for everybody. I guess we were slightly worried about too, going to Sweden, like, why do you want to go there? But we knew why in a way, and he was going to be able to keep playing hockey, so that was important. But when you know him now, he doesn't take those decisions lightly, and he was going there because he needed to keep getting better, and that's really his only objective, is to keep getting better. So I'm glad he went to Sweden. Ruffled some feathers in the hockey world in Canada, but who cares?
You mentioned scouting already. What's the plan leading up to the Bantam draft?
Well, we had meetings 3 weeks ago, maybe, with Dale and some of the scouts. So draft is whatever it is, the 11th, 12th. The U.S. draft is the day before. The scouts will come in on that Sunday night. Those 2 drafts are Wednesday, Thursday, so we'll be in meetings those 3 days leading up to the draft, and try and. I mean, if I could, I'd move up in the draft or something. But that's nobody's interested in talking about trades and drafts right now, me included. So when it gets closer to the time frame, we'll see where we are. And our scouting staff has done an amazing job of finding players in the later rounds, like mind-boggling, really. And there has to be luck attached to it. There's luck attached to all picks, but Parker Berg's an 8th round pick, and Logan was an 8th round pick, and Riker was a 10th round pick, and Max was a 10th round pick. Like, there's other guys. There's 4 or 5 others that we got something for. Hilson Dogger was an 8th or 9th round pick, and was a good player for us, and we traded him. So we'll get 3 or 4 players out of the draft. They're going to be Sam Steeles or Connor Bedard's or Cole Temple's, probably not down there. But in saying that, Carter Hart was the 8th round pick by Everett. He's the best goalie that's played in this league in all my time here. And there's a death of goalies in Canada, period. So, you never know. Like, Riker Evans, I was here in Seattle, people talking, or reading something the other day. He's their best prospect. I don't know, maybe they forgot that they have Shane Wright, or maybe something's changed. I'm just being serious. Like, here's a 10th round pick in Bantam, who was like 5'3" and 113 pounds. And now he's the Seattle Kraken's best prospect. We'll find players that play other teams.
Is there any focus, need, maybe at the top of the draft?
That's hard. That's a little bit hard to say. We're happy with last year's draft, where we got a centerman and Cole and a scorer and Allman and Smith and defenseman. So it's easy to say we'll take the best player, but I'm just not sure yet. My time has all been into coaching and So I'll be seeing Dale at these tournaments. We'll be together, and we'll probably have some sort of meeting before I leave for it, just more where the present day team stands in regards to what's coming up. I like to say we take the best player. I like to say we take a centerman or defenseman, because centerman can always play wing, wings can't play center. But, you know, we'll see what the draft goes.
Luke, just what's this day like for you as a graduating player?
I think I'm just trying to soak it all in. Just say goodbye to some of the boys that I might not ever see again, and really, really cherish that.
Have you had a chance to just take a step back and look at your junior career and everything that you've done?
Yeah, I think on the bus ride home from Saskatoon, I was really just looking back and remembering those moments and memories that I've had through these last 4 years.
What was it like to be a part of this team this year? All the media attention, the sold-out stadiums and everything.
It was cool. I definitely won't forget it. It's something that I don't think everyone gets to experience in the hockey world playing juniors. So this is special.
Just your thoughts about the series against the Blades from your perspective?
It was great. I think we did awesome. I don't think anyone would expect us to go to 7 games with Saskatoon, and I'm really proud of the boys for pushing.
Your thoughts about the defensive unit as a whole, especially in the second half? It seemed like you guys really improved in the back end of the season.
I think we trusted. Everyone trusted ourselves back there, and we knew our roles, and everyone just played their best of their ability.
Did you feel you left it all out in the series against the Blades? You did a lot of shot blocking. It seemed like throughout that series.
Yeah, I definitely think I did the most that I could have, but I'm not a point guy, so I definitely had to lock it down in the D zone, which I thought I did pretty good.
You can't win your last game. Is losing game 7 the next best way to end the season?
It's not the best. I don't think losing's good at all, but I think it's better than losing 4 in a row. So.
How fast did this 4 years go by for you?
Way too fast. I don't think people realize how fast it actually goes when you're having fun. This year was the fastest by far, and just wish it went by slower.
What does it mean to be a Regina Pat?
It's an honor to be a Regina Pat. You know, they've been part of this league for so long, and there's so much history here, and it's just awesome to be a Pat.
What's your plans, going forward now?
I think I'm going to go home and rest a little bit, and then talk with my parents for next year. Definitely be going to school. I'll probably play hockey. So.
Using the scholarship package?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
What are you planning to study?
Right now it's computer sciences, but if not, probably just business.
What's it like as a player to have that scholarship opportunities ready for you guys when your career's over? I guess junior career.
It's everything. I don't think it's looked on enough, because I think a lot of people would want their schooling to be paid for it, and we get that, which is very nice.
How tough is this day for you and the other graduating players?
Yeah, it's never a day you look forward to, but you know it comes around eventually. So you just kind of look back and reminisce on all the times you've enjoyed with all the players and everyone you've met and coaches throughout the years. Going out to eat with the guys, and those long bus trips don't seem so bad when it's all said and done. But yeah, it's a pretty emotional time. But you got to kind of focus on more of the good stuff than being sad that it's over.
How fast did this 5 years fly by?
Everyone always says it, but it doesn't seem as fast until it happens to you yourself. So, once you're just starting out as a rookie or just coming into this league, everyone always talks about how fast your time goes by in the Western League, and in the blink of an eye, it's already gone. So, yeah, like I said, just enjoying every moment of it and soaking in every second you can.
How do you just look back on just your overall junior experience?
Yeah, it's all been really enjoyable for me. Been to a few teams. It's kind of nice to see how different teams and places operate. So it's overall been a great experience for me and my whole career.
What were your expectations with this team this year?
I came in here I was obviously ecstatic to be a part of an organization like this. Just wanted to add some size and some grit and some work for this team. You know, we didn't make playoffs last year, so definitely one of our goals this year, and I like to help get us there, and luckily we did. So I think we had a very hard-fought battle against a good team. Did better than a lot of people thought we did, I'd say, but would have been nice to win that series. But I'm still proud of our team for sure.
From your perspective, just some more thoughts about that series against the Blades.
Yeah, it was a hard-fought battle. I mean, we showed up every game. That's a good team, you know. They won a lot of games this year for a reason. You know, being the 6th seed in that series, you know, a lot of people doubted us, I feel like, and you know, we came out strong. Unfortunately, lost a couple games here back home, but you know, pushed it into Game 7, and I think we played our hearts out, and unfortunately it didn't go the way we wanted to, but I mean, I'm very proud of our team and how we performed against a team like that.
How was it like playing those crowds, whether it was here in the sold-out crowds or those packed bars in Saskatoon?
Oh yeah, it's awesome. You know, I've been in rinks with you know, maybe not a lot of fans at games, and then going back and forth with sold out barns. It's insane. It's super cool to see that, and the fans coming together to, you know, support both teams. Like, I don't think Saskatoon sold out in probably the World Juniors in 2008 or whenever that was. So yeah, it's really special. I think it's really good for the game too, you know, growing and getting people more involved in the city and for their team. It's awesome.
If you can't win your last game, is the next best way to end your season losing in a Game 7?
Yeah, I think that's the way you have to go out if you're going to go out. You know, it's unfortunate, but at least we can say we did everything we could. You know, we pushed them to life or death, and the same with us. And unfortunately, it just didn't go our way. But yeah, we still played well.
What does the future hold for yourself?
Just kind of wait and see right now. I want to keep playing hockey. Hopefully, turn professional and see where that road takes me. But I'm in no real rush or anything to decide what to do now. So.
What does it mean for you to play in a league that your dad and grandpa also participated in?
Yeah, it's really special. You know, there's always a debate of if you want to go to school or join the Western League. You know, with my grandpa and my dad both playing in it and being a big part of the league with my grandpa, I thought it'd be pretty special for me to join the league myself and you know, play as much as I can and enjoy the league and what it has to value for players moving forward, and you know, just for life experiences as well. It's not only a spot where you can advance your hockey career, but you know, the people you meet and the life skills you develop and stuff it's pretty important. So yeah, I got a lot of praise for the Western Hockey League for sure.
I'm sure a career that's gone by fairly quick. How would you describe your time here with the Pats and the Western Hockey League?
My time with the Pats has been obviously pretty amazing, something super special to bring playoff hockey back to Regina. So I'm super excited to be a part of that. And then overall, my career in the Western League has been nothing but a dream. Wouldn't change it for the world.
And you played for a couple of different teams throughout your Western Hockey League career, starting with Vancouver, Winnipeg, Red Deer, and finished in Regina. I just wanted to ask about the Pats organization. How special was it to come here and finish your career as a Pat?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the organization has so much history and all that stuff, and it's definitely a top-tier organization.
Were there some players when you started at 15, 16 years old that told you, man, this career goes by extremely fast, and now looking back at it, do you essentially agree that it went by very fast?
Yeah, I mean, you nailed that one. I think so, yeah. I mean, when I was 15, 16, I felt like I could play in this league forever, and now I'm at the other end, and I'm on my way out. And I'm sure some of these guys will feel the same thing in a couple of years.
Do you feel that you left an impact on a lot of different players over the course of your career and some younger players here at the Pats?
Yeah, I'd like to think so. I think that's something I pride myself in, was being a leader and that kind of stuff. I mean, I had quite a bit of experience. So yeah, I definitely hope so. And obviously all the guys here are really good guys, so probably friends for life with most of them.
seemed like you created quite a few friendships with a lot of these players, guys that are kind of from the interior of BC, just like yourself. Vaughn's being two younger guys, but also Luke Bateman. I'm not sure if you knew him prior, but it seemed like you became close friends with him. And then Riley Janelle, who's not from BC, but it seemed like you kind of bonded with him as well. You know, just tell us about the special relationships that you made with some of these guys here this season.
Yeah, I mean, we're all living away from home doing the same thing, so I mean, we have a pretty big bond with most of the stuff we do. And they're really good guys. They're funny and light, and it's really easy to be around them. So we like to prank around and all that kind of stuff. It's going to be tough not seeing them every day, that's for sure.
And what will you remember the most about, you know, playing on this Pats team and under this coaching staff? What's something that you think in 10 years that you're going to look back on?
Probably be lying if I didn't say anything about Connor. So probably some of the crazy moves he's done this year, or a couple of Sousa's Michigans. You know, that kind of stuff. But I think overall, probably just like the memories, the bus trips, you know, in the moment stuff that you're like, oh, this sucks. But now that it's all said and done, that I'm definitely going to miss.
What are your plans for, I guess, the next couple of weeks and maybe what you want to do in the future?
For the next couple of weeks, probably not too much. Just hang out, see family, try and spend as much time outdoors as I can, and then get back in the gym and get skating and hopefully sign something pro.